This new rover will search for signs of ancient life, test new technologies, and gather rock samples which may someday become the first pieces of the red planet ever returned to Earth for analysis.
Today we are naming a spacecraft that will go to Mars, and the name is Perseverance!
When Perseverance was first selected, I wasn't sure about it, to be honest.
When the pandemic struck, the future was certainly unknown. It was like walking into a blind, dark alley. You didn't know what was there, what was in front of you, what you were going to have to deal with.
It's something that nobody expected. It's something that nobody could plan for.
Rather than your first priority being mission success and getting to the launch pad, your first priority immediately gets displaced, and it's now the safety of the people.
And it took a lot of work to put stuff together in order to keep momentum going, to keep people working safely, keep them healthy, and to keep the project on schedule.
We called the effort Mars 2020 Safe at Work, and the objective was to keep the team as safe or safer than they would be if they were not working. Putting a spacecraft together that's going to Mars and not making a mistake, it's hard no matter what. Trying to do it during the middle of a pandemic, it's a lot harder.
There's no doubt that working in isolation, not virtual isolation, but in physical isolation from everyone else, is a challenge.
It's hard for me. I have 2 young kids. Sometimes I'm not able to focus or listen probably as well as I would want to.
A lot of our work was occurring in a clean room anyways, but that meant that even before we entered the clean room, we had to find ways of ensuring that we were not putting ourselves or others at risk.
We're really doing something that's transformative and trying to understand whether or not life evolved on another planet. That's the fundamental objective of this mission.
We are explorers. Our job is to go into the unknown, and this is just another example of the unknown. How to make this job happen when you're doing it largely through a computer screen.
Pretty much everybody that I've talked to that's associated with the mission has said the same thing, which is you could not have come up with a better name than Perseverance.
I'm a convert now. Perseverance is the right name for the rover.
It's an amazing serendipity that we get to persevere through working on Perseverance.
I think it's a really important symbol of humanity, hopefully persevering through this great challenging time that we have right now.
I asked the team a couple months ago if they would like to do something to kind of symbolize and mark these challenges that we faced, and they designed something that we called a COVID-19 Perseverance plate that's now affixed to the port side of the rover. It has a symbol of a globe representing all of us that face this challenge together, the spacecraft leaving the Earth on its way to Mars, and all of this supported by the now familiar staff and servant of the medical community on the front lines, keeping us safe. And we hope that this plate and we hope that this mission, in some small way, can inspire them in return.